Call of Duty has been around for 21 years, and every single year since 2007, it has been a best-selling game. And what changed in 2007 was Infinity Ward creating the Modern Warfare universe, which has been a part of 7 CODs. Then in 2008, Treyarch created the Black Ops universe with World at War. Rezov's character shows that World at War is directly linked with the Black Ops story, which has been a part of 6, about to be 7 games with Black Ops 6. Within the last 18 years of Call of Duty, we are going to have 14 games stuck within the Modern Warfare and Black Ops universe. Why is this a big deal now? Because it is rumored that in 2026, we're going to be getting Call of Duty Ghosts 2. All of this leads to the question of why is Call of Duty stuck with Modern Warfare and Black Ops? So, what happened to the 5 games that took the risk to be different, and why did they ultimately fail to lead Infinity Ward into rebooting the Modern Warfare universe with MW 2019? And Treyarch continuing to tell the Black Ops story with all of them linked together. 4 of the 5 games that took the risk were released between 2013 and 2017, which most Call of Duty players view as the time COD fell off after Black Ops 2 being the last game in the Golden Age. And the one game in this timeline that the community as a whole viewed as great was Black Ops 3, the only one to fall into the Black Ops or Modern Warfare universe within these years. In essence, every time Call of Duty tried something different, it backfires. The first game to take this risk post-COD 4 was Call of Duty Ghosts, and it coming right after Black Ops 2 was very unfortunate timing. Ghosts tried many new things. Obviously, we got a new universe with a post-apocalyptic world set 10 years after a devastating mass event that made the US no longer a superpower. And it told the story of people trying to survive. But what people don't understand is how important the campaign is to a game's success. And this campaign got mixed reviews because people didn't fall in love with the characters like they did for a Captain Price or Frank Woods. It also made innovations with the extinction mode, multiplayer movement, create a class, and a lot more. But the biggest thing they messed up was with their multiplayer maps being gigantic and having an extremely fast time to kill. This made it the slowest paced Call of Duty to this point, and it turned off a big chunk of the community. They tried to fix it with their DLC, which was some of the best COD has ever seen, but first impressions leave a long and lasting impact, which not only affected this game, but every Call of Duty not with the Modern Warfare or Black Ops universe. And these videos take a lot of effort to make, so please leave a like. I appreciate it. The following year, we got Sledgehammer Games' first ever Call of Duty that they made 100% of with Advanced Warfare. Once again, it took the risk of trying to innovate by adding advanced movement across all of its modes, which, as you could guess, got many mixed reviews. But the biggest things they added were even more controversial than its name and movement, with supply drops and strict skill-based matchmaking. These were met with mostly negative reviews saying the game was pay to win and it was sweatier than other Call of Duties, which once again left a bad first impression. Then of course the Black Ops universe came back with Black Ops 3 to revive the community who was wavering. They brought them back by making amazing zombie maps and continuing the zombie story, as well as removing the strict skill-based matchmaking within multiplayer to appease the fans. But in 2016, Call of Duty had its first big problem with Infinite Warfare's launch trailer that became one of the most disliked videos of all time on YouTube. Today, it has 46 million views and 4 million dislikes. To be honest, that's kind of impressive. People were sick of jetpacks and wanted to return to old Call of Duty. Not only was the movement irritating people, but so was the title, being completely unrelated to the Modern Warfare universe that the community remembers loving from Infinity Ward. This became such a large issue and cause for concern to Activision that they decided to release COD 4 Remastered, but you had to buy Infinite Warfare to get it. And that decision is what killed Infinite Warfare from ever having a chance to succeed. This led to a lot of people buying the game so Activision could boost their sales figures, but many players would never even give Infinite Warfare a chance. But for those who did, they loved the campaign and zombies, which would normally mean the game was successful. But in reality, Infinite Warfare was one of the biggest turning points in the franchise with what it led Call of Duty to do. Listen to the community and go back to its roots with COD World War II. And this is the game that made them learn what the community really meant. COD World War II still kept a lot of what the community didn't like, with the biggest example being supply drops. However, they did remove the jetpacks, of course, and made a campaign most players liked. But they slowed the movement down too much and players still didn't feel as connected to the game. From 2013 to 2017, Call of Duty had been on a downward trajectory of selling less and less copies, and they were doing a worse job at retaining the player base on COD for less time each year. Call of Duty was in trouble. I'm doing a face reveal at 100k subs, so make sure to hit that pun if you want to see me, or just support me. When the community talks about their favorite Call of Duties, people very rarely say anything other than Modern Warfare or Black Ops something. And for my community tournaments that rank the Call of Duties and their modes, COD Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, and COD World War II have never finished in the top half. And let's not forget, there's a fifth game outside of the main universes, Call of Duty Vanguard. And you don't need me to tell you that it wasn't well received. The campaign was one of the worst in the entire franchise. The zombies tried to be different and failed. Then the multiplayer, in my opinion, started out pretty well with a bunch of content and faster gameplay, but Sledgehammer didn't focus on it, which is why most people thought it was more of a place for people to level up guns for Warzone than actually be its own mode. And that's something they need to learn to fix. Warzone is a great mode, but let's not forget how Call of Duty became a big thing, with its multiplayer. They need to make sure they support it and spend plenty of time working on it. The community obviously all has differing opinions on where they'd rank games, but the consensus top 7 are all within the Modern Warfare or Black Ops universe. Then COD Ghosts, Advanced Warfare, Infinite Warfare, COD World War II, and Vanguard don't crack the top 10. And it's not because they're way worse than the Call of Duties outside the consensus top 7, but because their stories aren't tied with the games the community loves, which makes players feel less connected to them, aka less nostalgic. Activision figured this out after their experiments from 2013 to 2017 that they could milk the franchise's names of Modern Warfare and Black Ops to sell more copies and make more money, which is why we got the reboot of the Modern Warfare series, which I didn't enjoy story-wise because I would prefer what Treyarch did by continuing the story instead of making an alternate universe trying to milk the characters everyone loved. Then they completely butchered the campaign with Modern Warfare 3 2023, making it an even bigger travesty. In part, it's the community's fault we don't see new stories with different characters in different settings, because the community hates it when the developers deviate at all. And no matter how much the community hates a game, the one with Modern Warfare in the title will always do better. Just look at Modern Warfare 2022 and Advanced Warfare. Advanced Warfare is a far better game, but Modern Warfare 2022 reached $1 billion in sales within 10 days. That's the fastest in franchise history. And I think it is the worst multiplayer game in Call of Duty. The name sells. The main reason Call of Duty is stuck with Modern Warfare and Black Ops is us. Plain and simple. The names sell on nostalgia. And the Modern Warfare games have been going downhill in one aspect or another recently, and I think we need to move on from that universe. But Black Ops is still adding to the same story and changing eras, giving us different weapons, settings, adding characters, and much more that still make it feel alive as a universe. As time goes on, I think more and more people are beginning to appreciate these off-brand Call of Duties, and would welcome a COD Ghosts 2 in 2026. With the post-apocalyptic setting, we could finally get an answer to the cliffhanger ending, and they could fix the multiplayer map issue from the original. At the end of the day, if we want something different, we have to speak with our wallets, not our voices, because they clearly don't listen to those. Which is why they removed these 10 features from Call of Duty that most people loved. Click the video to see what they are. Peace.